Hello viewers, welcome to GG channel. Today Microsoft releasing Windows 11 Insider Preview Build 26052 to the Canary and Dev channels. Insiders in the Canary channel will receive Build 26052.1000 while insiders in the Dev channel will receive Build 26052.1100, KB 5,035,384, as Microsoft test delivery of a full build and a servicing update at the same time. There is no difference between the two of these as Build 26052.1100 does not include any additional code. ARM64 devices in the Dev channel will not receive Build 26052.1100. Flighting updates for Windows insiders in the Canary and Dev channels. Starting today, Windows insiders in the Dev channel are being moved from receiving 23,000 series builds to receiving 26,000 series builds. Insiders in the Dev channel will gain a set of new features such as Energy Saver, scrollable quick settings, QR codes for Wi-Fi sharing, support for creating 7-zip and tar archives in addition to zip in File Explorer, Windows Protected Print Mode, voice clarity, along with recent server message block (SMB) protocol changes and improvements to Windows Local Administrator Password Solution (LAPS) and improvements across settings and improvements for Bluetooth and graphics as well. Note that apps such as Tips and WordPad will be removed after upgrading to this build. The Canary and Dev channels receiving the same builds is only temporary. During the times in which the Canary and Dev channels are on the same builds, Build 26052, the window is open for insiders in the Canary channel to switch to the Dev channel. At some point in the future, the Canary channel will jump to higher build numbers and the window will be closed. If you are a gamer, please take note that some popular games may not work correctly or crash when launched on these builds. Over time, Microsoft expects this experience to improve as bugs get fixed. Note: as part of this move, rollouts for some features in the Dev channel may get reset, which means in a small number of cases features might disappear. As Microsoft ramp up feature rollouts, these features should return over time. Some features may begin rolling out to the Canary channel first before the Dev channel even if the two channels have the same build. What's new in Build 26052? Sudo for Windows. Sudo for Windows provides a new, yet familiar way to elevate processes directly from the command line. The sudo command can be configured to run in 3 different modes. In a new window will open in which the elevated command will run. With input disabled, the elevated command will run inline with its stdin closed in the window from which you've triggered elevation. You will not be able to interact with the elevated process. Inline. The elevated command will run inline in the window from which you've triggered elevation. This mode is most similar to the sudo experience on other platforms. Here is how you can enable the sudo command. Just navigate to Settings greater than System greater than for developers and toggle on the sudo command. Configure how the sudo command behaves by selected one of the modes in the drop-down menu, in a new window, with input disabled, inline. Note: the setting for enabling sudo may incorrectly be showing on Windows Server Insider Preview builds. This feature will not be available on Windows Server and the setting will be disabled in a future Server Insider Preview build. Enhancements in hearing aid support. As announced in October 2023, Windows took a step forward in accessibility, allowing direct pairing, audio streaming, and smooth call handling for customers with Bluetooth Low Energy Audio (LA Audio) supported hearing aids on LA Audio compatible PCs. Now, Microsoft to introduce a set of features that will take this support to the next level. Microsoft introducing new capabilities to control audio presets, ambient sounds, and experience enhancements to the Settings greater than Bluetooth and devices page. Customers can now adjust the audio presets that their audiologist configured in their hearing aids, right from the Settings or Quick Settings UI in Windows. These controls allow customers to quickly adjust the behavior of their hearing aids to their preference for the environment they're in. Preset options and availability will vary based on the model and configuration of hearing aids. Also introducing capabilities for customers to adjust the volume of ambient sound captured by their hearing aids. These controls adjust the balance between streamed audio and sound picked up from the surrounding environment, helping customers choose what they want to focus on. Ambient sound control availability will vary based on the model of hearing aids. These features require both your Windows device and hearing aid to support Bluetooth LE audio. Note that not all Windows 11 PCs are hearing aids, even ones that support Bluetooth LE have support for LE audio. To learn more about LE audio compatibility on Windows. Also, Microsoft enhanced the Bluetooth and devices settings page to provide additional functionality. Customers will now be able to monitor essential Bluetooth device details when available, such as battery life and connection status, through an expandable menu for each connected device. For audio devices, effortlessly access the system greater than sound greater than properties page to control audio settings for that device. These new enhancements are available for hearing aids and all other devices on this page. To try out this feature, go to Settings greater than Bluetooth and Devices greater than Devices. Audio Mic Test Utility to test audio in different processing modes. Windows now offers a convenient way to test the difference between default and communication mode audio. This new utility can be found under the microphone properties via Settings greater than System greater than Sound. You can select the mode and record listen to audio in both modes, allowing you to easily compare audio processing modes for applications built for the Windows ecosystem. Some audio drivers come with special audio effects for communications, and the toggle lets users hear how audio captured in your microphone sounds when recorded by a communications application versus a non-communications application. It's important to note that the utility is for testing purposes only and will not affect the actual mode of the audio. You can use this to try out the voice clarity feature in the last flight. Changes and improvements. General. Starting with build 26052 today, Windows insiders in the Canary and Dev channels will see the versioning updated under Settings greater than System greater than About and WinVer to version 24H2. This denotes that Windows 11, version 24H2 will be this year's annual feature update. As mentioned here, Windows 11 will have an annual feature update cadence that releases in the second half of the calendar year. Plugging in to use a Windows Mixed Reality headset will not work starting with this build. Windows Mixed Reality is no longer available to users as Windows Mixed Reality has been announced as deprecated. This includes the Mixed Reality Portal app, and Windows Mixed Reality for SteamVR and SteamVR Beta. Existing Windows Mixed Reality devices will continue to work with Steam through November 2026, if users remain on their current released version of Windows 11, version 23H2, and do not upgrade to this year's annual feature update for Windows 11, version 24H2. This deprecation does not impact HoloLens. Microsoft Defender Application Guard (MDAG) is no longer available as a feature on demand starting with this build. Microsoft Defender Application Guard for Office and Edge has been announced as deprecated. Copilot in Windows. Microsoft trying out a new experience for Copilot in Windows that helps showcase the ways that Copilot can accelerate and enhance your work. This experience will show when you copy text, since Copilot supports helpful actions that you can take with text content. In this scenario, the Copilot icon will change appearance and animate to indicate that Copilot can help. There are several different treatments, so you may notice a different visual effect. When you hover your mouse over the Copilot icon, it will provide a menu of actions that you can take, such as summarizing or explaining the copied text. If you select an action on the menu, it will launch Copilot with the action ready to go. Also, Microsoft support the ability to launch Copilot if you start dragging an image. Just drag the image file onto the Copilot icon in the taskbar, and Copilot will open. You can then drop the image into the text box in Copilot and type an action that you would like to take on the image content. After temporarily disabling this experience to fix an issue, Microsoft trying out opening Copilot automatically when Windows starts on widescreen devices again with some Windows insiders in the Canary and Dev channels. This can be managed via Settings greater than Personalization greater than Copilot. Note that this is rolling out, so not all insiders in the Dev channel will see this right away. Microsoft trying this experience out on devices that have minimum diagonal screen size of 27, and pixel width of 1920 pixels and limited to primary display screens in multi-monitor scenarios. As a reminder, Microsoft regularly try out different experiences with Windows insiders that may not ever ship, and others could show up in future Windows releases when they're ready. Taskbar and System Tray. Microsoft have updated the Energy Saver icon for desktop PCs without batteries. This icon is shown on the system tray when Energy Saver is enabled, under Quick Settings, and under Settings greater than System Power and Battery. Bluetooth. Today, when discovering available Bluetooth devices to connect to, Windows filters out device classes that are uncommon. Customers who wish to override this filter and see all nearby devices available to pair can do so by choosing Advanced for the Bluetooth Devices Discovery setting. Starting with this build, Microsoft removing that option and introducing some changes to the Add Device workflow to streamline this experience. Now, Discovery will always scan for all devices, but only show common device types by default. Whenever an uncommon device is found during the discovery process, an option to show all devices will be displayed to the customer. Graphics. Windows insiders who use the Color Management control panel to make changes to their color profiles can now use the all-new Color Management settings page located under Settings greater than System greater than Display greater than Color Management. This new settings page will allow users to add or remove color profiles, as well as set default color profiles for the connected displays. In addition, Auto Color Management can now be found on the new Color Management settings page. Registry Editor. The Registry Editor now supports limiting a search to the currently selected key and its descendants. Developer APIs. Starting with this build, Microsoft introducing the Power Grid Forecast API. This API empowers app developers to optimize app behavior, minimizing environmental impact by shifting background tasks to times when more renewable energy is available in the local electrical grid. The result is lower carbon emissions for app users. Please note that forecast quality varies by region and is not available globally. While the API is available in this build, Microsoft still working on public documentation, sample code, and Microsoft have a couple of bug fixes checked in. All of this should make its way to insiders in the coming weeks. Microsoft adding an Energy Saver notification callback setting GUID to represent the new Energy Saver experience introduced in Build 26002. Apps can subscribe to the Energy Saver status by passing the appropriate GUID to the Power Setting Register Notification API and can implement different behaviors to optimize energy or performance depending on the current Energy Saver status. More details can be found in here. Microsoft making a minor extension of the existing Effective Power Mode API to interpret the new Energy Saver levels when determining the returned effective power mode. Documentation will be updated shortly. Security. Developers can use the Cryptography API, Next Generation CNG framework to help secure Windows keys with virtualization-based security (VBS). Settings. You can go settings greater than Bluetooth and devices greater than printers and scanners to choose to set up Windows protected print mode by clicking the Setup button under Printer Preferences. This experience will continue to be refined in future flights. Microsoft moved the option to show your Wi-Fi password to the top of the Wi-Fi properties page under Settings greater than Network and Internet greater than Wi-Fi. Added. Microsoft updated the UI for storage spaces under Settings greater than System greater than Storage spaces to more intuitively reflect spaces. Some key changes include: remove confusing and misleading status icons, replace links to disk management with links to disks and volumes, share drive labels and letter, when applicable, offering an explanation for a term when hovering over it, and adding upgrade and delete pool. This UI change should provide greater ease of storage management on Windows. Other. Microsoft adjusted the text in the notification when a PC detects a slow charger. You can now use the camera app to join a Wi-Fi network. Just scan a QR code with Wi-Fi details and a link will be provided that will open settings to quickly get the new Wi-Fi profile added and connected. As a reminder, starting with build 25977 in the Canary channel, you can create your own QR code for Wi-Fi and share it with others. This also works for mobile hotspots too. Microsoft Store Update. Windows insiders in the Canary and Dev channels running version 22401 of the Microsoft Store and higher will see the following improvement rolling out. New and improved pages for Microsoft 365. Microsoft improved the Microsoft 365 pages to better describe all the benefits included in the subscription. You can compare between monthly and annual plans to determine what's best for you, and you can browse the features in various apps included in Microsoft 365. That's all in this build's features and improvements. Thanks for watching video. Please subscribe and like our channel.